Hey everybody, it's the Chris and Des Show. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And today we're going to do something crazy.
We're
gonna group some stuff together because we're behind. Really, that's really the issue. But also, we saw some movies really for the actresses in them specifically. And so we were just, none of them got nominated for any Oscars, but we wanted to talk to you about them. So we are going to talk about Widows, A Private War, On the Basis of Sex, Destroyer, and Mary Queen of Scots. So, we're going to go quick. Yeah. Des, what did you think of Widows?
Okay, so Widows is the one about their wives of mob bosses who get killed, and so they're going to come and do the job, finish the job to get the money. And
because their husbands owed money to this guy.
Yes. And it was fine. I mean, it wasn't... what was her name? Is it Alfre Woodard?
Viola.
No, Viola Davis. Yeah. She was great. She's always great. Cynthia Erivo is in that one too. I kind of like her. She's a Broadway star. So the fact that she made it to in the movies is interesting to me. But it was fine. It's a renter. I would say yes, rent it. But it's a whodunit kind of. It's more actiony.
And they marketed it like it was super actiony, but there's only one action scene at the very end.
Super actiony.
Yeah, the end is actiony.
Yeah.
But it's like we're building up to the action, but it's long to build up to the action. I felt like at times oof, we could have cut this down. The girl who played the other wife, Elizabeth Debicki, she was real good too. The blonde wife, I really liked her a lot. She was the one that there was some buzz about, not for Oscars, for others time. And Viola is consistently good as well too.
Oh yeah.
I liked her a lot.
No, she was good.
But my favorite person in it was actually Daniel Kaluuya, who was in Get Out. He's not nice in this movie.
No, he's good.
But he is good. He is really good. He was my favorite person in it, actually. I watched him oh, Daniel. He's very talented. I like him a lot. Yeah. Des is 100% right. It's like wait till it's on Netflix or Hulu and then just watch it for free or Amazon. You don't need it.
Don't hurt yourself.
Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
And it's fine. And A Private War. Go ahead.
A Private War was interesting. What was her name?
Rosamund Pike.
Rosamund Pike. She was so good. And it's really about her. And she's a reporter, and she is one of those reporters that goes in to the field and goes and talks to the people and really gets in the middle of things. And it was just this tragic character. She is stuck in it, and she has to be there mentally. She can't function in normal society to the point where she wants to just be here on the front lines all the time. But again, it's been so long since I saw it that it's kind of fuzzy about the storyline and everything. But I just remember really thinking...
Des liked it.
I really think that I thought it was good. Impressive. It was impressive.
To me, it was two things in my mind. Her performance is fantastic. She is fantastic. I love Rosamund Pike. I loved her in Gone Girl. I loved her in Education. I like her a lot. I think she's really talented. And so she's excellent in this movie. The movie itself could have done with some editing. It's a little all over the place, the story, and it is a little long.
It was a little long.
And that's the issue of it. It has some really interesting parts, and it's based on this true story that is really interesting, I think. But it could have just been edited. Let's edit it down a little bit. But she's phenomenal. So I say, if you want to make her, probably they wanted to get her in as much as they could, and she's great. Yeah, it's not like a light family film. Okay, and then On the Basis of Sex.
On the Basis of Sex is another story about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And it's really, as opposed to RBG, which is the documentary based on her life, this is not fictionalized, but it's a movie with the intent of telling her story of how she got to her first Supreme Court case, talking about equal rights,
gender equality,
which is her thing. I thought it was really good and interesting, and the acting was great, and the character of RBG is just so compelling in the first place because he's such a spitfire, and she's just going for it, but she's so smart, and I thought it's interesting and it's educational about the process that she went through and how far we've come and how the fact that she's still a Supreme Court judge is really great. But What did you think? I thought it was a good movie.
I thought it was really good too. I really enjoyed it. We also like RBG, so we're biased in that sense. But it was really good, and it's really interesting. I like I like history aspects of stuff like that. Felicity Jones, I thought was fantastic. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, I thought she was really good. I loved Armie Hammer as her husband too. I like Armie Hammer a lot as well too. And Justin Theroux is like the newspaper guy who was trying to give her, or lawyer who was trying to give her advice on how to do it. I thought it was good, really enjoyable, just a good movie. I think you should see it if you like that type of stuff. I enjoyed it. Yeah, that's all. And then Destroyer, starring Nicole Kidman.
Remind me about that movie.
Okay. So Destroyer is about Nicole Kidman, and she's a police detective who goes undercover to try to get this like drug guy who's kind of like also kind of in a cult, though it seems like too. You know what I mean?
In a what?
They're like cult almost, that group of
a cult.
Yeah, like together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But
you're right.
They're kind of like a cult. So her and this other cop go undercover when they're gonna do this bank robbery with them. Ooh, but things go wrong. And also at the same time, it's what? I'm just remembering now. Sorry, I'm getting so excited because the end of the movie, the beginning of the movie, and the end are the same, but you're finding out.
Yes. So, that is a good movie.
Yeah, if you're especially, I love stuff in LA because I love LA because we live by LA, so we know all those places, and so it's an LA based film. And let me tell you a little something else about myself. I love Nicole Kidman. Yes.
She
is so good.
She's really good in this movie too. She is like you have never seen her before.
No.
She is tough as nails in this, and she does not mess around.
She doesn't even look like. She looks like, oh my gosh, what happened to Nicole Kidman?
Hardened. Yeah, she's hardened in this movie. It's really well made.
I loved the twist, and then I saw like coming through like, oh no. Oh no!
That's fun. Yeah. I love it when that happens.
Me too.
When it's well done like that, and it just really gets you.
I enjoyed Destroyer a lot. I thought it was really good. Yeah. And if you want to see good acting, that woman, she gave 2 brilliant performances this year. She's the best thing about Boy Race too. In my opinion, she was so good in that. There's a scene in that movie too. Okay, and then a similar film, Mary Queen of Scots.
Or not. Mary Queen of Scots is this historical piece with Saoirse Ronan and
Margot Robbie.
I really did not.
2 of our favorites, so we love them.
I love them individually, but I did not enjoy this movie at all. My expectations were completely different about it, and in the moment, it didn't click with me. I didn't think it was funny. Like The Favorite, at least had some humor in it, and this just was. I didn't like it actually. I wouldn't even recommend it.
It was nominated for costume design and makeup, and that's what it should have been nominated for.
Yeah,
because the costumes are beautiful and the makeup's really good.
But talk about a couple great actresses. Those are great actresses.
You know what? Here's what I was just thinking.
They got roped into something that they shouldn't have been done.
All of these movies are movies that they make for women to be the star of, and the problem is that they have to make them so like, I don't know. It feels like purposeful and long and drawn out. That's why they don't make tons of money.
Yeah.
Women could be the star of all these other movies that are making bazillions of dollars. Finally, Captain Marvel at least is one that will make that. But I mean, all these movies that are making bazillions of dollars for all these men, they could be women too. They don't have to all be...
It's about the writing. It's about the story. It always comes back to that.
I mean, Destroyer is a great story. On the Basis of Sex is a great story.
Yeah.
But again, they have to make them so like, we have to be serious. We have to be very serious all the time.
I don't mind that. I don't mind serious sometimes. If it's warranted.
Right.
Mary Queen of Scots was just... I don't know.
And I can't tell you how much I love Saoirse Ronan. Both of us do. We think she's one of the most amazing ones. Brooklyn, you should go see. And it's an interesting story. It really must have been very dynamic, their relationship, Mary and Elizabeth, like fighting of like, I'm in charge, you're in charge. Who's in charge? right? But you know what? You know what the problem here is? It's way too long, and it is going a bunch of different places. Like, wait, her assistant guy is gay, and that's why they beat him up. Wait, her husband's gay. Wait,
Oh yeah.
wait, everyone's gay in England at this time, which maybe was true. I don't know. And then it's like, wait, is that what we're talking about? Are we talking about these two ladies and their relationship together? And then I actually really liked Margot Robbie's performance of Elizabeth. I thought it was very like vulnerable. I thought she was very vulnerable, and how she's not as pretty and as like self-sufficient. But there's issues with the story structure. It's all over. It's a lot of different pieces coming together, and in order to make them work, they need to spend 20 minutes on this and 30 minutes on this, and it's like, oh wow, it's
they were trying to build it. They were trying to build it, I think, to try to make it, because they don't see each other until the very end. Like, they're trying to build the movie to where these two ladies actually meet, and so it just wasn't enough of a climax to the movie when they actually did meet. I don't.
Yeah, that is a true point.
It didn't. It wasn't enough. In
this weird place with all these sheets. I don't know what the sheets were about. Why are there so many sheets in this barn thing?
It just wasn't enough of a structurally in the story, I don't think.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's those five movies.
We love Viola and Rosamund Pike and RBG and Nicole Kidman and Saoirse Ronan and Margot Robbie. We love all of you.
All great actresses.
Some of the stories
just mediocre movies.
I know. I would say if I had to watch one again, I'd watch Destroyer again probably. But I liked On the Basis of Sex too. Those are the two that I'd watch over again.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
That's all. And you can probably skip Mary Queen of Scots or fast forward or something. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.